coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down and back to 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rams, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come 19, come 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And bulldozing his way through. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Dart going to look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Across the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Dart. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Clifton. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage to the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And the Rams, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he put it on the clock with a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Clifton. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Let's go now. 70, take over.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. An extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
19 Lions, go!
Play fake, and here's Dart. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Dart. And that throw behind his man, he missed it, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Oh. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, having fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Okay, ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. He may go. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Rams 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Play action. Now Dart. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To Williams on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A play fake, and now it's Dart. He's got his man. It's caught for a Ram touchdown. St. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
48. Rams 21. Jack Fox to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Gain of 55 yards. First down, Rams.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And able to work his way down to 16. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So on 3rd down, Clifton. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Set. 70 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Watch the twist.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now they'll audible to something else.
19 Lions.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Terrence Ferguson there to make the grab. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Lions 48, Rams 28.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers, aren't they?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, Cardinals in there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw, Tune. The hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Whitfield. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready? Ready. Drop on, track him, 60.
Now Tune. His throw incomplete. And fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
13 yards. And the Rams, first down. A gain of 14. First down.
Throwing, Tune. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Tune to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
Jordan's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 5th quarter lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Rams are going offense here for the 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Tune going to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Tune. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for our Rams. 1st down. A gain of 20.
Tune to throw it now.
And the Rams 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's Tune. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
On 3rd down, Clifton. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Off the play fake, it's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And the Rams 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 5-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Rams, first down. First and goal, Rams.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Lions 48, Rams 35.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Byron Young there on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will be brought down to about the 6-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a